In previous video, we learned about techniques that we can use to reduce the rainwater runoff. Although these techniques are all useful for runoff reduction, but they are varied in terms of their benefits and characteristics. In this video, I will tell you a bit more about these techniques, their benefits and characteristics. At the end, I will have some tables similar to these ones showing different combinations of attributes and characteristics of these techniques, and I would like you to choose the combination that you prefer the most. Here we have two neighborhoods. The residents of the neighborhood on the right side are using runoff reduction techniques, while the residents of the other neighborhood are not. We'll be walking through both neighborhoods to see the differences. The first thing we can see is that the neighborhood without techniques is having a huge runoff and neighborhood flooding, while the other one does not. By using runoff reduction techniques, we can help with the neighborhood flooding by reducing the volume of the runoff that leaves our properties. Another benefit of using these techniques is water quality improvement. Every time that it rains, rainwater runs off the roofs, parking lots, streets, and other hard surfaces. The runoff picks up pollutants along the way and delivers them to nearby streams and lakes. Here we can see how the pollution is running off to the nearby stream from the neighborhood without runoff reduction techniques. By using runoff reduction techniques, we can prevent the pollution to run off into the streams and lakes and therefore contribute to water quality improvement. Basement flooding issue is a problem that we may experience on a rainy day. By adopting these techniques, we can fix certain types of basement flooding. How? Let's check the similar house in the green neighborhood. By installing a rain garden further from your basement and having a perforated pipe that drains water from the downspout to the rain garden, you could prevent some types of basement flooding. Depending on type and number of gardens, the basement flooding can be fixed completely or partially. Having more green space is another advantage. Some of these techniques, such as rain garden and trees, would add more green space to our yard and neighborhood. The next benefit of using runoff reduction techniques is water saving. For example, by installing a rain barrel, we can collect rainwater and reuse it for landscape irrigation and therefore reducing our annual water consumption. Installing more than one barrel would save us even more water. These techniques need different levels of maintenance. For example, a rain garden needs gardening and mowing. Permeable pavements need some cleaning. We are not supposed to stockpile any clogging materials on the pavement like dirt or compost. The maintenance requirement is varied depending on type of technique that we choose to use. Last but not least is cost. These techniques vary in terms of their installation cost. The cost varies according to design, size, and type of material used. But the good news is that the city provides incentives and rebates for residents who install these techniques. So if we put all the benefits and attributes that we learned about on this tour together, the list would be basement flood reduction, water saving, having more green space, maintenance, water quality improvement, neighborhood flood reduction, rebate, and installation costs. In the next part of the survey, you will see similar tables of 3 columns of options. Option 1 and 2 offer different combination of benefits and characteristics, while option 3 is the default, which means doing nothing. I would like to learn which option is your most preferred option. Please go back to your survey, check your questions, and choose the option that you prefer the most. Thanks.